Hello guys, I'm Usman and I am back with another video on IELTS Reading 8.5. So in this video I will be describing my experience and some of the tips that I have regarding IELTS reading so you can prepare your test well. Alright, so let's move on to those. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please do subscribe, it really means a lot. Alright, so I will start with my experience on IELTS reading. So when I took the test, it was like I solved the first two passages in the first 23 minutes, and I have filled the answers on the answer sheet in those 23 minutes as well. And for the last paragraph, as far as I can remember, it took me about 20 minutes, so it was like 43 minutes as a whole. So in those 43 minutes I solved all the three passages and marked their answer on the answer sheet, but after that I was left with 17 minutes. So in those 17 minutes I went through those questions that I had a doubt about, because I just gone through all those questions very speedily so that I could have some time at the end, and I will make decisions of the questions that I was unsure about. Alright, so that was my experience of IELTS reading, and then comes my advice that if you want to score higher, you must aim for at least 50 to 60 question papers or like IELTS reading tests, so that you can have a sense of solving questions. So next comes the matching heading type of questions. I suggest you that you solve these types of questions at the end. Mostly there are like two or three or four type of questions in IELTS reading in a single passage, and I would recommend, if you see a matching heading, then you solve that matching heading type of question at the end. The reason behind that is you have to get familiar with the passage if you want to get good in matching headings. Suppose there are true, false and matching headings and some other fill in the blanks, and then after solving those type of questions, true, false, you will have a sense of the whole passage, and it will be easy for you to skim through the paragraphs, as you will already know before that where the information is located. Alright, so next comes, each paragraph contains some information. If you think that two paragraphs have the answer of a single question, write both of their references like para A or para B in front of the questions, and then move on to the next question, and at the end you will get the right answer for each question. By looking at options you have opted out, as it will be easy to find the correct one and it will consume less time. Alright, so this was the third tip, and then comes that if you are unable to answer a question, then I suggest you not to force yourself to choose one, because mostly that will be the wrong one. So left that question, and if I will suggest you leave that question for the end, because another quite general but very important tip, that if you are solving a paper and you are unable to answer a question, then do not force yourself to choose an option, because that probably will be the wrong one. So left that question and move on to the next question, and at the end you will have some spare time, and you use that time to find the answers of those questions, as I did in my IELTS reading. And after that, next comes the understanding of the passage. Like the techniques that I have told earlier was for skimming. There are like basically two things that I have explained earlier: skimming and scanning. So skimming was made easy with those steps, but if you have issue with scanning, that you are unable to understand whether the information is right or wrong, and you have to make a decision out of it, then I would recommend you that after solving a question paper, go for the wrong answers and check why they are wrong. This is the solution that I think of improving your score if you are having understanding issues. So and after you go through those questions, it will be much easy for you to select the right ones the next time you solve a question paper. Alright, so at the end, my tip again is evaluation of paper is far more important than actual attempting or reading test. So must go for evaluation that why you got those questions wrong, because they are going to improve your score, not the actual test taking. So next I have added a picture. Here is the question type. This is question number 5 to 8, which says look at the following events and the list of nationalities below. So these are the questions 5, 6, 7, 8, and these are the options from which we have to select. So in these type of questions, as I have explained earlier, the questions will not be in order in the passage, but the nationalities will be. So the next tip is that that you know that the nationalities are in order in the passage. So first mark all those nationalities. Like if Babylonian is written 3 times in the passage, mark Babylonian. It is quite an easy word find in the passage. And then comes Egyptian, Greek, and English, and German and French. Like the nationalities of German or like French will be written 1 or 2 times at the most, and like some may be written 3 or 4 times. So underline all of those nationalities, and after going through those option for Babylonian, and after reading all those options, you will be aware that what is his point of justification. So read the question and mark in front of that the right option. And as I have told earlier, if you are confused with some option, just leave that, or if you have 2 options in mind, then write those 2 options in front of the question. And after you go for the next one, you might think that the previous second option is more suitable, and that will help you with decision making. All right, so this is an example of summary. So it says that complete the summary using list of words that are present in this box. So for this type of questions, answers will be present in 1 or 2 paragraphs at the most. So if a particular word that is added in the summary, and that, like in this case, Joseph Priestley is written here. So if you find a particular name, look for that name in the passage, and after you find that, if you think that the information is present right there, that will be easy for you to choose.